Coach Williams, how do you feel like, how much stock do you put into an exhibition? What's kind of your philosophy on how you take from what you learned today and knowing that you are working on your rotation, working on getting guys in there?
It's the first exhibition game I've played as a head coach. I've never done it. I did this one because of Coach and my relationship with him. In hindsight, it was for sure the right decision, regardless of Coach. We needed to play with the lights on. We needed to play with some people in the stands. I think there's a lot to learn from it. We have a long way to go in regards to all of the things that you mentioned. In some ways, very encouraged. In some ways, what I thought came true, which will allow us to teach with even more impact. So, yeah, it was the first exhibition game I've ever played. I think we needed reps not only of what you saw on the floor. I think we needed reps of like halftime, pregame. Like I wasn't sure where I was supposed to take a shower or where I was supposed to get dressed. I know that doesn't matter, but if you're weird like me, it matters a lot. And so we needed that rep.
Coach Estelle, I know it's just an exhibition game, and I know y'all have plenty of important games coming on, but how important of a game was this, especially with what y'all are able to do with having your crowd here, them being able to get into it, and just kind of confidence for your kids?
We're forever grateful for Coach Williams and A&M to allow us to play on this platform. You know, you guys are the flagship school in our system, and our kids were just elated with the opportunity to play against a really good team and a well-coached team. You know, Buzz Williams' reputation is such a, all these kids know him. They want to play for him, but they have to play for me. but they know him. They know our relationship. I tied through Coach Orr, us working together at Kingsville. It's a brotherhood. We go through a lot. And our families, I knew Corey. Me and Corey were seniors together at Kingsville, so our roots run real deep. So it's a good experience. Our kids, they were in awe of all the nice facilities that you have and the traditions that y'all have. And, that's what we want our school to look like, and we're working to get it there.
Coach Williams, how much of an idea do you feel like you have with your rotation, or how open is it still, especially coming off what you saw tonight?
We scrimmaged Baylor on Sunday, and we did pretty good the first 20 minutes. And I thought we played pretty well the first 20 minutes here. And then we talked about that at halftime. Can we be better as we begin the second half tonight in comparison to the second half from Sunday? And it was the exact same scenario. I think what we got to figure out is, regardless of who plays, who can play and help us get a shot as opposed to a turnover. And the issue, and I just mentioned this to our kids, is we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 6 guys out of the 10 that played with a minimum of 3 turnovers. Well, you have to play 5 guys. And so we got to figure out the guys that cannot turn the ball over.
And the Quentin seemed to...
I thought he played all right.
Yeah.
He still had 3 turnovers. Mm-hmm. He can attack downhill. He can force help. I thought he was offensively, when he didn't turn it over, I thought he played with great pace and with the mentality that we want to play with.
I know we saw the results of the stats and the score. How comfortable do you feel like your players are getting into the offense, getting through the offense, just grasping the offense?
I think our guys have been phenomenal in regards to what we're asking. I think they've been superb in trying to absorb the teaching. I think going into game number 1, I think they're aware of what we're asking, and they know when it's not right. What we've got to get past is, when it's not right, how can we execute even though it's not right? When he called zone, when they were in a zone press, zone in the half court, like in our kids' mind, hey, now, something's not right. I know, but we still have to play. And I think that's the next step that we have to take. I don't know how long it will be. Being aware, I think, is the first step, and that's encouraging. And now we have to find out, okay, who can execute while being aware of what's going on.
I know you had 3 guys besides Nebo also not dressed out. Any of those long-term injuries, or are they just kind of bumps and bruises?
Who didn't dress out? Nebo?
Zach Walker.
Yeah, Zach did something to his foot. Nebo hasn't practiced yet.
Right.
Bakari practiced the first 3 days. So, I don't know.
Okay. And then for both of you, getting to come together, have the pregame stuff, have Coach Orr here, what did that mean to y'all?
I'm old. I'm not as old as Coach, but I was flooded with emotion all week. Flooded with emotion of junior college manager to head coach at Texas A&M, and I don't mean any of it egotistically. Flooded that the women are playing OCU, which is where I was a manager. Overwhelmed that we're playing Northwestern State on Wednesday. I left Kingsville to go to Northwestern State. Coach Mack hired me there. It has nothing to do with me. Obviously, it was authored by someone bigger than me. And so just all that Johnny said. He was a GA when I was an assistant at Kingsville. I should not have been hired at Kingsville because I didn't have a master's degree. The president at Kingsville okayed it for me to get the job to teach classes without a master's degree. And then Johnny works for Coach for 9 years. Johnny became the head coach at Navarro 15 days after I became the head coach at Marquette. Coach has been with us in some capacity. Last November the 3rd, so 367 days ago, we named the court after Coach at Navarro.
367? Are you sure?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I just, it's deja vu. It's all the lessons. It's all of the situations replaying in my mind. It's driving double-digit hours with him to recruit. It's driving the van double-digit hours to go play a game, to eat at McDonald's post-game. I met my wife in Kingsville. I quit a Division I job to go to Kingsville and had to get permission. It was because I thought I was going to be a junior college coach, and I knew I had to get my master's degree. Mm-hmm. And never been in Reed Arena when I was the head coach, and thinking about my 2 years here. And all of that comes across egotistical, and I mean none of it in that fashion at all. Just overwhelmed. Just overwhelmed with gratefulness and overwhelmed with humility. And then playing an exhibition game with all of that going on.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't very good. I turned the ball over a lot mentally, too. You can talk now.
Thank you. Well, God brings people in your life at the moments when you need them. I lost my sister Tuesday. She's 38 years old, and I lost her to a condition that we didn't know. And if it's one place on the face of the earth that I needed to be tonight, it was here in Reed Arena with this guy and Coach Orr and family. So we didn't know that was the script at that time. We're both God-fearing men, but tonight was supposed to happen even if we didn't know it. Coach, he taught me, I had Todd Neighbors as a mentor first, and Buzz taught me the business. He taught me how to work at it, how to be a professional, how to know what's going on around you. The work capacity of this gentleman at a young age. He's only 1 year older than me, so he's older than me. Hopefully you were talking about Coach Orr when you said coach. But I looked up to him. You know, Buzz never played college, and I did, but that didn't matter because I recognized talent at a young age. And I saw a guy that could help me, that built into me and my family, my wife, Anna. Then he directed me to Coach Orr and got Coach to hire me, which was the best decision of my life. So I know all this is probably an Aggie Nation. Y'all going, this is a weird story. What does God do? It's about relationships. You know, this guy, you couldn't have hired a better person for this job. And I'm not saying it because he's here. He is the best. I don't know who else was on your radar. Didn't matter. Because he will work until this place is where you need it to be. If you will get behind him and help him, which I know you will. But this guy right here don't know how to fail. And I believe that. I truly believe that because Lewis Orr don't know how to fail. Johnny Estelle, I guess I got to learn how to win more than these guys. But every time Buzz Williams wins, I win. And the affection and relationship that we've shared over the years, you guys don't even, it's too deep to even talk about and get emotional about. I don't know where Coach is. Was Coach not in here?
No, he don't want to come in
If
here.
he sleep or what?
Where's Coach?
He's not in there? He's over there? Okay.
He doesn't even know that there's media.
Yeah. Well, you know, Lewis Orr started in elementary school and worked his way up to high school, to junior college, to D1, back down to JUCO. And what he told me before the game as he hugged me and embraced me, he says, you know, I'm so happy for both of you guys. And I want this for you one day. I said, Coach, you made this happen, and I thank you for what you've done. Buzz is taking care of Coach everywhere he's been. You can't find many people in this business, in my opinion, that forget where they come from. This guy hasn't. So I don't know if I answered your question, sir, but
so.
I wasn't as Rain Man like him. You know, he's the Rain Man. I don't have a lot of figures in front of me. I'm a man that leads by my heart, and my heart is very is heavy with the loss of my sister. But I tell you what, he's helped me.
Thank you.
And Coach Orr's helped me, and this Aggie Nation has helped me tonight, and I appreciate it, and thank you.
One more question for you, too. Trey Flowers getting to come back home and play in front of lots of fans. What did that mean for you, for
He's
him?
from here.
And,
No.
Is it from Brian?
Trey Flowers is from Brian.
Yeah.
No. No. Well, you got to be careful. These D1 guys poach your guys, man.
Good for
I'm
him.
just, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, he is from Brian. And, you know, he came to us kind of late. We recruited him, and he played at Seward Junior College for Jason Sauter. They went to the national tournament, and one of my ex-assistants was up in that league in Kansas. The guy, Eric Colbert, that was with me, and he says, Coach, this guy can really play. I don't know who's recruiting me. I said, you need to look after him. And he's not very big. He's about 159 pounds, maybe with a weight jacket on. But he plays with so much energy. He doesn't talk a lot, which that drives me crazy. As you can tell, you probably saw me coaching going nuts. But he's a winner. And, man, he was a great sign for us. Him and Sammy Brooks, they were really good guards for us. And he didn't shoot a great percentage, but what I like about him, he don't shy away from the moment. He's trying to win. You know, he's not out there trying to play for percentages. He's trying to win. So we're grateful to have Trey, and he's very appreciative of him and his family.
Anything else? Thanks, coaches.
Thank you.